Pasadena Little Theater is a community theater playhouse. All performers, directors, and technical personnel are unpaid volunteers taken from the community. Pasadena Little Theater is located at 4318 Allen Genoa Road. It's approximately equidistant between Central and South Campus. It's about 5 minutes drive from either campus. PLT offers $12 tickets to college students. Each show holds auditions on a competitive basis. The current production is Guys and Dolls, which will be run Fridays and Saturdays at 8 and Sundays at 3 p.m. This production features San Jacinto College South student Mignon Isaacs Bryant. Any San Jacinto College theater student or student with an interest in theater is encouraged to audition. Auditions generally occur the Sunday evening and Monday evening a new show production opens. I'll begin by interviewing Shirley Chambers, who will appear in Guys and Dolls. Guys and Dolls will be her community theater debut.
Chambers, this is actually her first production with Pasadena Little Theater. She's someone new who they have hopes will be with us for quite a while. Ms. Chambers, if you'd be good enough to let me know a little something about the audition process.
It was very interesting on my part because I've never been on stage doing anything. I've been backstage a lot. So they got to hear me sing and act and dance all for the first time on this stage in here.
They had you prepare a song?
No.
No, you just came in cold? And...
Yes. Came in completely cold. I didn't realize exactly what was required. So. And
who are you playing this time?
I am Verna.
Verna, okay.
One of the Hot Box Girls.
In Guys and Dolls. What's it like working with Miss Isaacs?
It's amazing. I enjoy her direction and her friendship. She's been a friend of mine for about a year. So.
Tell me a little bit about the time commitment involved in performing a play.
It's very detailed, although I haven't put in as much effort as most of those people out there. I am a college student and working 2 jobs and raising a teenager, but it is, as far as learning the dances, it's very time consuming for me.
Where do you go to school, Shirley?
U of H Clear Lake.
Okay, and for someone who had a leading role, rehearsals are about 3 hours a night, sometimes more? Okay, that's what I'm used to seeing. Normally we wouldn't have the privilege of seeing someone in costume at this stage of production. Hopefully Shirley won't mind if I take a step back, but this is sort of what we'll be seeing here on stage. And this is very rare and wonderful opportunities. First of all, I'm in the women's dressing room, which is something I don't get to do every day. And I'm talking to Miss Katie Reed, who has done just about everything in theater that one can do. Miss Reed, if you'd be good enough to tell me a little something about the audition process here at PLT.
Well, we have auditions for all of our productions, and the directors pretty much decide what they want to do. But most directors have cold readings from the script, and then when there's a musical, they have people usually sing, and then they usually have a little dancing so they can see if they can move. And then they make their choice as to who they want, and they call them or email them, and then you come and start doing the show.
There is a lot of my readers are mostly college students, and at least 2 of the campuses have large theater programs. There is generally a demand for roles in the age range depending on the play. And currently we're doing Guys and Dolls. I believe PLT did it first in 1964. Is there any special challenges or opportunities in remaking a classical musical like that?
Well, you know, you have the history of the production. So a lot of times you want to go with what people know, but also you want to try and make it fresh and new. So sometimes you want to add a little something new and different that you haven't seen before, so the audience can have a little of the familiar from the productions they've seen in the past, and maybe a few surprises of something new to look forward to. So I think there's both in this production.
I've seen you do a lot, Katie. What are you playing this particular time?
I am playing the General Cartwright. I have a very small part, but I'm also designing the lighting, and I'm the technical director, so I'm doing a lot backstage and doing a lot of the costumes. In the community theater, you find that you pretty much have to have your hand in everything to get everything done, so everybody learns to adapt and do what you need to do to get the show done. So
Katie, is there anything I haven't asked you that you'd like to tell my readers?
Well, I am going to be directing a production of Into the Woods in a couple of months. The auditions are in June, and it's a great show, and I'm looking forward to a lot of very talented people coming to audition. Because, you know, as we all know, the talent is what makes the show. So if the right talented people come, then we'll really have a fabulous show.
And if a theater major from South or Central wanted to come to the audition, how should they prepare? Well,
they should prepare a song, and they might want to try and get a hold of the Broadway production. It is available for viewing. I have a couple of copies of it myself, of Into the Woods, and take a look at it. It's a really interesting show, and be prepared for the cold readings, and be prepared to do a little bit of dance.
Thank you so much, Ms. Reed. As they say, break a leg.
All right, thank you.
Today to talk to Mignon Isaacs Bryant, known to her many friends as Maggie. Maggie, Maggie is a student at San Jacinto College South. She is a sophomore, undeclared major. Maggie, how many productions have you been in?
I haven't counted in a while, but it's
numerous.
Yeah, it's numerous. I was in a few in Austin, and then we moved here about 3 years ago, and I've been in some here too. So,
Maggie, you have one of the leads. Who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Sarah.
Sarah, and
yes,
are
Sarah Brown.
Are there any particular challenges or opportunities with this role, or?
Well, it's a really fantastic vocal role, and it has a super soprano range, and so that's been something I've been working on, because although I can hit the notes, there's no guarantee that they'll be pretty quite yet. So I'm working on that. And,
you'll have it by opening night, I know you.
Oh, yes.
Maggie, tell us a little something about the time commitment involved in performing in a play like this.
Well, there's definitely a huge time commitment, because you've got, school, and I have work, and along with school comes homework, and then you have rehearsals and memorizing lines. So it's a huge time commitment, and it's really hard to manage it all. But I mean, if you're willing to go without sleep, then you'll probably be good.
Okay. Yeah, I should point out that all the roles here are totally volunteer, totally without pay, but it is excellent experience for anyone who wishes to perform in theater to get a little extra stage time.
Yep.
Is there anything I have not asked you, Maggie, that you would like to share for my readers/viewers online?
No. I think you've asked very good questions. I just encourage anyone to try out. If they were wanting to do theater, then there's no reason not to, because everyone is really pleasant and warm and welcoming, and they want you to join them. So if it's something you want to do, then jump in.
Well, I worked with your sister earlier, and I'm so pleased to see you on stage, and as they say in the community, break a leg.
Thank you.